How's it going, everybody? It's me, your handsome lad. Glitches, are they good or are they bad? The answer to that one's up to you. But one thing's for certain, they're real. Today we're going to take a look at some of the easiest and best glitches for Minecraft 1.19, Bedrock and Java. If you don't leave a like on this video, the glitches won't work. Glitch number 1 out of the 10 that we'll be checking out today is for Minecraft Java Edition. All of these glitches are tested in 1.19.3 and are working. The materials that you're going to need to pull off this super simple, kind of game-breaking XRay glitch are down on the hotbar. Both the spyglass and the night vision potion are technically totally optional for this glitch, but will probably increase your happiness like tenfold. First things first, find an area in your world that is somewhat relatively open. This could be up on the surface, it could be down on the caves. Then what we're going to want to do is build a square of slabs all around us. This square of slabs can be any slab in the game. After that, place a building block right there and a building block right there. Then we're going to place a trapdoor right there and open the trapdoor. Finally, we'll place a sticky piston right here and a lever right here. Now warning, this is kind of game breaking like a lot of the other ones I'm going to show you today, but as soon as I hit this lever, I can see right down below me. Now, sometimes, depending on where you do this, you'll be able to see more or less, but lush cave biome with 3 axolotl right there, I mean, I would have never known. I would have literally had no way of knowing. Is it ethical? Debatable, but that's going to be the case for all the glitches today. But is it easy to pull off? Oh, it's so easy. So easy. Because of the low amount of materials and the fact that these materials are so easy to get in survival, this has got to be one of the easiest X-ray glitches of all time. Unfortunately, this does not work on Bedrock Edition. Fortunately, if you've maybe been like struggling to find an ancient city or something, combine this glitch with maybe a little bit of night vision and the spyglass and just the right location, and you might at least get a lead on an ancient city. Glitch number 2 out of 10 today is a Bedrock Edition glitch. For the Bedrock glitches, they were all tested and working in Bedrock Preview 1.19.60.24. That means if you're in 1.19.50, they should theoretically all work. Materials for this one, a stack of bone meal is what I like to start with, but you could have less, shears, and a composter. So find a biome with grass in it and place your composter down. Take the bone meal and bone meal the ground. Then go ahead and bone meal the grass and watch your bone meal count. Doesn't always go down. We can use this to easily get ourselves even more bone meal, really easily. So go ahead and bone meal some of the grass, then go ahead and grab your shears and shear the bottom grass. When we do that, both grasses are going to break onto the ground. Next up, we walk over to our composter and put the stuff inside of the composter, fill it up. Eventually you'll get bone meal, and then repeat the process. That's all you need to do. If for some reason Bedrock Edition doesn't seem to see bone meal and grass as a valid use of bone meal every single time, so it doesn't always use up bone meal. In the bigger picture, having easy infinite bone meal is not necessarily like the most useful thing in the world, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe you want to decorate your world, terraform a little bit more. Well, there you go. One thing to keep in mind, because of the randomness of composters, you won't necessarily always end up with more bone meal, but pretty consistently here, you can end up with at least the same amount of bone meal as you started with. And sometimes even more though. On Minecraft Java Edition, getting on top of the Nether ceiling is one of the best things you can do for your world. There are so many farms you could build up here. On Minecraft Bedrock Edition, getting on top of the Nether ceiling is one of the worst things you could do because there's literally nothing you can do up here. You won't even be able to get down. You're trapped forever. Regardless of that though, this glitch will work basically exactly the same on both Minecraft Java and Minecraft Bedrock. So first things first, to get on the ceiling of the Nether, go to the Nether and get really high up in the Nether. Then once you're really high up, continue digging. We need to expose the bedrock ceiling, and more specifically, we need to expose a specific block of the bedrock ceiling. The highest possible block. Now to find this specific block of bedrock, depending on your luck, it might require a little bit more digging or a little bit less digging, but essentially, we're looking for a block of bedrock at 127. And flipping over to creative for a minute, check this out. This block is at 127. Theoretically, if I break this block, the ceiling. We'll talk about breaking the block in a second though. For now, let's just talk about getting on top of the Nether. On Java Edition, locating this block that sits at 127 is insanely easy. Hit that F3 screen, dig around a little bit, and check out the targeted block. That middle coordinate is the Y value, 127. On Bedrock, it's going to be a little bit more tricky, but still doable. Turn on show coordinates, and then it's time to do some math. As we can see right now, I'm standing at 119. That's going to be 120, 121, and so on, all the way up to 127, which would be that block. Once you've located a block somewhere in your nether that separates the top from the bottom, the supplies you're going to need are a couple ladders, some ender pearls, a torch, maybe some building blocks, and definitely a way out. So on Java, a nether portal, on Bedrock Edition, you're going to have to die. Find that block at 127 and place ladders going all the way up to that block. Then climb up those ladders. While still climbing those ladders, remember the coordinates of that block. It's very, very important. That's going to be our ticket out of here. Or at least our ticket out of here if we want to break that block later. And maybe write the coordinates down in chat. Climb the ladder. While climbing the ladder and still holding forward at that top block, throw an ender pearl. Then jump, look down, place a torch, and you did it. You're up here. That's it. It's that easy. Now on Minecraft Java, the easiest way to get back down is simply build a nether portal up here, light it, and go through it. Have you ever found yourself strenuously searching the ocean for days and days and days for a very specific structure with no luck at all? Are you unfortunately in the situation where night vision potions just aren't an option for you quite yet? You can't see through the water with these things. You don't have them. Well, my Minecraft Java friends, have I got the move for you? To pull this one off, all you need is a boat. First things first, find an ocean that you're trying to explore. The second thing second, get inside of the boat and start sailing. Now what we're going to do is flip into third person mode and carefully, slowly move the camera down closer to the water. This is a trick that I discovered in Island Survival series, and oh my gosh, this is so useful. Now if we can get this just right, we'll actually be able to just see right through the water without the water like obstructing the view or anything like that. I can use this glitch and sail around the ocean and look at the ocean floor. But I can buff it even more by simply raising my FOV all the way up. It's gonna look horrendous. I don't know who plays Minecraft like this, but by raising the FOV all the way up, I can sail around and see even more of the vision around me. You could use this trick to maybe spot an amethyst geode sitting on the ocean floor, maybe a shipwreck or a ruined portal down at the bottom, or even the entrance to a cave that might have more diamonds. For this next glitch, we find ourselves back up on the nether ceiling that we were just at a second ago. This glitch is only for Minecraft Java. If you're looking for an easier way up and down onto the nether ceiling, like no portals involved, just remove a block of bedrock, this is the method for you. Now materials for this method are going to be found right down there in the hotbar, but I highly recommend you bring extra materials because if this method fails, you could be trapped. So at least bring supplies for a portal so you can get out. Eagle Eye 621 is the king of Minecraft Java bedrock breaking and has been for updates now. We're going to start by finding the block that we're trying to break, which is going to be this one with a torch. Right next to it, we're going to place obsidian, then we're going to place a building block. Then we're going to go ahead and remove that torch and place a piston facing up. Then we're going to place TNT on top of it. We're going to move over here onto this side and place another TNT. We're going to place a trap door right there, and then we're going to place a lever right here. Now, for the rest of this method, basically, we're going to jump down into crawling and we're going to run over and try and spam place a piston and essentially trick the game into thinking the piston head extended to where the bedrock was, deleting the bedrock. This part can be tricky though. In Eagle Eye 621's tutorial for Minecraft 1.17, that still works. I'm going to link it down below. There's a secret keybind that you could use to make this a little bit easier. Alright, so here goes nothing. Disclaimer, I'm no professional at this method. I'm not very good at it. But first things first, we crawl in trapdoor mode and then we move over this way and hit this lever. Now I need to quickly crawl back over here, still staying crawling, and I need to aim right there and place the piston. I think it worked. If we go ahead and break this piston... Perfect. It worked on my first try. Like I alluded to a little bit earlier on, if you don't know, the nether ceiling is one of the best spots to make farms in all of Minecraft Java Edition. You gotta check it out. Definitely try this out in your world. While I was working on this video, I tried to keep things as balanced as possible. In an ideal world, I find the same amount of glitches for Java and Bedrock, but it wasn't necessarily the case, and I'm sorry, Bedrock Gang. However, I do think you are the proud owner of the very best glitch in this entire video. To pull this one off, grab a furnace and then grab something that you're going to smelt. When you grab that thing that you're going to smelt, keep in mind how much experience you will get from smelting this thing. So for example, we could smelt both raw iron and netherite scrap. However, when we smelt netherite scrap, we're going to get a little bit more experience per scrap, per smelt, than we would with iron. But we will also need to have on hand one full stack of that smelted item. A full extra stack of netherite scrap laying around? Debatable. But an extra stack of iron? That's easy. The Furnace XP glitch. This thing is amazing. If you haven't heard of it, you've been missing out. It's back in the game. What you're going to want to do is throw something in the furnace and let it smelt up. Hold that full stack in your hand, and then once it smelts up, quickly just swap them in and out of the furnace and listen. Just listen. Oh, it's a beautiful sound. It's so beautiful. Essentially, what's happening here is every single time I'm swapping this in and out, the furnace is thinking that I'm smelting up iron. Every single time. Yes, that's right. It's so simple. And listen, it's so easy. I should be... Oh, yeah, I definitely am. Over level 36. Just like that. If you're going to use this glitch, I recommend taking advantage of it soon, because there's no way this stays in the game for very long. Yes, tripwire hooks. The most useful thing in the game, right? Well, after seeing this next glitch, maybe actually. This next glitch is for Minecraft Java. To pull it off, you're going to need 4 trapdoors, 4 tripwire hooks, and a piece of string. That's it. We're going to start by placing trapdoors on the ground in a sort of like square pattern. We're going to go ahead and open up those trapdoors. On each trapdoor, place a tripwire hook so they all face inwards. In the middle, place a string. To actually execute the glitch, all you need to do is walk right through this thing. Those are going to break off, and wait a second, there's 4 tripwire hooks. Huh? Okay, so, you can see the glitch starting to actually work here now. All we're going to do is go ahead and put 2 of those back, and then all we need to do is do it again. Walk right through the middle, those pop off, and wait a second. It happened again. Crikeys. For some reason, these 2 are staying every single time, meanwhile the other ones are breaking down. The game doesn't realize that those are staying, though, and it's actually dropping all 4 items. As you can see right here, we started with 4 tripwire hooks, and now, including those 2, I have 12. I can go ahead and do this all day long, takes no effort at all, and I'm just getting free tripwire hooks. Alright, Waddles, cool, that's great. But why? I don't even like these things.
You ask toughly.
Sliding over to Old Reliable, the Minecraft wiki, let's talk about villager trading. I'll admit, to actually be able to utilize this glitch in full, quite a bit of setup is going to be required. So you can do that really easily, like flawlessly, every single time. To really take advantage of this though, get a Fletcher villager and start leveling that villager up. A beautiful trade, right there. Now on its own right here, without any discounts, that's very expensive. But go ahead and turn this thing into a zombie, cure it up, repeat the process a few times, get this number way lower, and suddenly, easy, infinite emeralds for literally free. Despite how it may look, Fletcher villagers absolutely hate this one simple trick. So just a second ago, we talked about a glitch that worked really well in water when you're looking for specific things. Next up, let's talk about a glitch. I don't even know if you want to call it that this time, but let's talk about a little trick that you can use anytime when you're on the land, or maybe even in the end looking for something specific. End city, maybe woodland mansion, or anything, you know, specific. This is by far the least glitch in today's video. First things first, get some scaffolding or blocks and tower up really high. Second, pause the game, go to options, go to video settings, raise the render distance all the way up. If you have something like Optifine, you can go even higher than 32 chunks on Java. Now when you do this, your game will definitely lag, but go ahead and let things load in. Slowly spin, and as you do, your world should load in. When doing this one, an idea that might be kind of great is start on top of a really tall mountain. Might not be a bad idea. So over on Bedrock Edition, it's basically the same. Place scaffolding, get really high up, pause your game. And tuck down at the very bottom of the video settings menu, you have render distance. Bedrock's options are insane. We'll go ahead and raise this to 76 chunks. If we raise this to 76 chunks and give it enough time, be patient, the game will actually begin to render all the 76 chunks out. It's actually insane. You can see so far with this. Now a small warning, where this can start to get absolutely game breaking is take it over to the end, especially on Bedrock Edition with that 76 chunk number. I haven't even taken out the dragon, and I can walk around this thing, start to load in the outer end islands, and figure out where the end cities are going to be. And I mean, who knows, maybe, just maybe, if you're lucky, you'll have an end city sitting right on the edge of the outer end too, with an elytra as well. Oh, that's amazing. I know where I'm headed next. Fortunately, for Minecraft Bedrock players, X-ray glitches are actually pretty common and typically not too difficult to pull off. Now, I'm sure a quick search on YouTube will find you tons and tons of X-ray glitches, and who knows, maybe even an X-ray glitch that is better than this one. What I'm going to go ahead and do is show you a very simple X-ray glitch that I found really quickly. To pull this one off, you are actually not going to need 64 sticky pistons. Instead, you just need one. You need a slab, you need a lever, and you might want some building blocks. Having night vision, that might be a good idea too. Start by digging a small room somewhere. Now, then place a sticky piston down. Then what we're going to need to do is fill this back in a little bit with blocks right there. We'll place a lever right next to the sticky piston. Then we'll continue filling this back in with more blocks. Next up, we're going to put a slab right there. Then we're going to put a cobblestone right here. Then what we're going to do is crouch down and hit this lever. The slab is moved into my head, and I can kind of see around. Like, I can definitely see the surface. The glitch is pretty simple and requires even less materials than that Java one. We put a lever right there, a block right there, a slab right there. We power this and maybe, yeah. As we can see, there's a cave right there, but pretty sure that's the same one. Over there, though, full of zombies and a dripstone cave. That's definitely a different cave. And wait a second, it looks like there's a geode over there too. That's kind of cool. A carpet, everybody knows, one of Minecraft's best items. Wait, no. Okay. It's definitely an item. Carpet, everybody knows, one of the best smelting. Okay, no. Wrong again. But technically possible. Very, very possible. This next glitch is a glitch that's been around for a while, and it's game breaking. Warning. To build this wonderfully broken redstone machine, on the hotbar, the materials we're going to need, plus our tools and a couple building blocks. So this machine definitely cannot sit on the ground. We're going to need to build this up in the air. We're going to start by placing a sticky piston facing down to the side. Next to that sticky piston, we're going to go slime block, just like that. We're going to place a solid building block right there. Then we're going to place a temporary. We're going to remove that temporary. We're going to move over here and place an observer looking out right there. Now we can go ahead and get rid of that block. Whoops, and we can go ahead and get rid of that one too. I was technically not supposed to start that quite yet. We'll put a carpet right on top of that thing, a button right here, and press that, then carpet for free and for infinite, forever. Just carpet spitting out of this machine endlessly. What? How does it even work? How does it specifically work? I wouldn't be able to explain it to you. But basically, the game is thinking the carpet breaks, but it doesn't actually break. The carpet is right there the whole time. It keeps shooting out more and more carpet over there. Flipping into survival, walking over here and checking out the carpet, it's real carpet. I have over a stack and a half now of brand new, fresh purple carpet. Who knows? Maybe you're trying to spawn-proof something. Or maybe it's pixel art. You love that pixel art. Or, maybe even more usefully, with a couple strategically placed blocks, you can just funnel all of these carpets that you're getting into a hopper, just like that, and then maybe you could send all of the carpets into this chest, and then maybe, I don't know, over into this furnace, as a fuel source. Infinitely. Easily. Forever. Glitches. Are they good? Are they bad? Well, I still don't have the answer to that, but I can now definitely tell you, they could be crazy useful. Those are some of the best glitches in Minecraft right now. If there's another one you know about, tell me about it down below. This is a different type of video than I would usually make. If you liked it and you'd like to see more, let me know by leaving a like. Huge shout out to all of the people who originally discovered those glitches. I tried to pop up credit on screen when I could find proper credit. If you like the best glitches, then I recommend this video next. It's on the best updates of all time. Happy holidays, everybody. Happy almost New Year's. This has been me, Waddles, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.